and you just have to click next like 80 different times, and then you have CodeBlocks installed. So I already installed it, so I'm not going to walk you guys through how to do that because it's really simple, and I'm not going to act like you guys are dumb and you don't know how to install things on your computer. So anyways, once you have it installed, you have this program called CodeBlocks right here. Now you probably have it on your all programs. You might have it under CodeBlocks. What I like to do is right click it and just send it to desktop, and what that's going to do is it's going to give you a nice little icon on your desktop. But anyways, once you have it installed, just go ahead and double click it, and we're going to run a really simple program just to make sure it's working correctly. So go ahead, it gives you these tips, close them out. What we're going to want to do is create a new project, and you can either do that by creating this new project right here, but what I like to do is I like to go up to the file menu and click new project. Now it's going to give you a list of a bunch of different projects you're going to want to create. What we're going to want to choose is console application. This is what you're going to be choosing most of the time. This pretty much means a basic program for the computer. So just go ahead and select this and press go. And make sure you're working in C++. C is a totally different language. We don't want that. So C++, go ahead and click next. And now name your project anything you want. I'm going to name mine YouTube. Why not? And you can save it wherever you want. I might as well just save mine right on desktop. It looks good. But it really doesn't matter where you save it or even what you name your project. Just name it something that's easy to remember. So go ahead and give your project title. Go ahead and click next. And make sure you're using the GNU GCC compiler. Basically everything should be set up by default. Make sure your settings look the same as mine. As long as you didn't hit anything by accident, you should be good to go. So go ahead and click finish, and you see that nothing pops up by default. And you're saying, alright, I thought we just created something, so how do we see what we just created? Actually, if you click this little plus sign next to sources, it shows you that all the files it created for you automatically. So go ahead and double click this main CPP, and it shows you, or in other words, it brings up the file that it created automatically. So this is actually the core basics of a very simple C++ program. We don't understand what anything means right now, but trust me, it's a very simple computer program that the only thing it does is it prints out hello world on the screen. So to make sure that everything is set up and running smoothly, let's go ahead and we need to do something called build and run this. Now I'm going to be talking about this later, but for now I just want to make sure that your computer is set up, you installed it and downloaded it properly. So go ahead and click this build and run icon right here. It's with the little gear and the little green triangle. So go ahead and click that, and it should, maybe flash a couple boxes. But basically, a box should pop up that says Hello World. And this is all that that program is. Basically, it prints out Hello World on your screen. So if you build and run this and you get Hello World, it means that you downloaded it, installed it, and set up your project successfully. So we are good to go. So again, I know you guys don't know what any of this means or even know how to code one line of code yet, but I'm going to be going over that in the future tutorials. But for now, that's all I have for you guys. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next tutorial.